Morning everyone, welcome back to Ipswich Kart Club. Speed week here because we have two championships running here this weekend. We've got State Cup Championship Queensland and we've got Rotax National Championship. So first things first, we're going to kick this weekend with a track walk, and what better way to do it than to start on the main straight. So as you can see here, we've got a nice lovely light board up here. You can't miss it. It's this big beam. We've got lights up there, a message there. Got a nice long straightaway going into turn one. So we had a couple karts running here last night for the Rotax National Championships, Thursday practice and qualifying. It was actually raining and wet last night, so sort of made it really tricky for the drivers and the conditions that they were in. But anyway, coming into turn one, zoom out here, coming into turn one, flat out through here, pinning the throttle to the floor, maybe a slight lift, and you just get as tight as you can. Aim for your apex to be a bit late here. Just sort of aim it to be at the white line, not touching this curb obviously, otherwise it's going to throw you to the inside there and have a narrow entry into two. So you're over here, you want your entry to be right here on the outside of this corner, and just got to get under the rubber here, sort of just aim to be in this grey part, not on the black bit. And you're coming in here, jacking the wheel up, you sort of just want to be missing this inside curb a bit, carry a bit of speed and run out wide to that curb there. Now this blue stuff is concrete, so you don't want to be running over that, but this red and white stuff you can definitely use, but this blue stuff, that will ruin the underneath of your go-kart, and that's not good. It's not what you want. Now we come to probably what is my favorite sequence of corners on this track, through sector 1 here. So we come through this turn 3, this 90-degree right-hander, and you just pin the throttle flat here through here. You can just take this corner flat out and then run wide as much as that outside curb there, and you will see on the outside of this curb, on the outside of this track here, you'll see there is a bit of asphalt there. Once that asphalt there ends, that is the point where you start turning in to this high-speed chicane, which we name as flip-flop. Slight wet patch there. If you're on the earlier sessions in this race meet, I would advise that you don't hit it, because that's going to put water on your tires and you're going to slip and spin out. So now we come into my favorite sequence of corners here, this chicane at flip-flop. So there you just want to finish on that bit of tarmac there, just after the curb ends. Follow through, start turning in after that, pin the throttle down. Personally, I like to lift through here, just because the kart gets a bit slightly stable. Maybe I might just still be on the throttle, but probably just a very small lift. And well, you can sort of feel the track's just a tiny bit sticky. There's a rock there. I'm gonna just kick that out of the way. And you shoot right out here, and your tire shouldn't really exceed anywhere past this painted line. Even the painted line's pretty slippery, but you dip your wheels on this curb. As you can see, looks like a couple of karts actually did yesterday. You will spin out and you will end up over there, which is not what you want to do. So now you come off the throttle and you roll into this corner. You can see it's a pretty tight line. It's almost as if the karts are actually hugging the curbs here, on this corner here. Continuing on now, so after turn 6, come into turn 7, so you want to obviously follow that line just out there, but you want to swing right over this way to get ready for this corner, which I think this one is what we call a chain breaker here. Purely because people like to sometimes jump this curb and then drop a chain through here, and you can see there's a bit of curb missing there and there, but yeah, you just follow this line through. Some people end up running wide towards this curb here, but I think if you run as wide as that, it starts to suck you in a bit to the dirt. And also too, sometimes I find it's a little bit difficult to get off and turn out of this curb, even when you're not in the grass and the dirt here. And people really using all the track there. There was actually a photo of me doing my first national event this year where I was on the very edge of that curb over there. I'm hoping that I edit this video and put it up for you guys to obviously see just how cool it looks and how much force I'm actually really putting on the tire on the edge of the circuit. But anyway, following on, coming to turn 8 now. This last 2 sectors of this track are probably not as important as the first sector, because if you're going to be faster at the first sector, you will most likely end up being faster here. But here is where the majority of the overtakes actually happen on this circuit. So we come out of turn number 8 here, we run right here, and much like the exit of turn 2, how there's the curb extension here, you can run wide there, but I think this one is probably a little bit more forgiving than the one at turn 2. But either way, I still wouldn't be using it, because like I said before, it's going to just eat the material underneath the chassis and it's going to deteriorate. But you run wide there and you come up to the first of the hairpins here. So this one's turn 9. You come here, and these hairpin turns are probably where you do a lot of your heavy braking on this circuit. So you want to really be braking probably right about this first red and white strip. Lock the brakes up, and then you want to just gently steer the car into this corner. Sometimes I like to purposely miss my apex on this corner and just carry a little bit more speed to get a run up to. And you can run as wide as that curb. As you can see, there's another dirt rut there, so people are really punishing their go-karts running wide last night on these events. So now, coming into turn 10, just as the ripple strip begins is where you want to be braking. You can look at the outside there and you can see there's a whole heap of marbles there, so you don't want to be in that because the marbles are cold, and if you get those over your tires, you're going to lose a whole heap of grip. Then you get a good exit off of this turn here, and then by the end of the straight you're doing 105, 106k an hour. But for us, we're probably doing 103, 104 in tag restricted. So maybe with some slipstream, we'd be doing 105, 106. So now we have here the red formation line. On the formation lap, if you come about this far, you need to be in formation before you hit this red line. Otherwise, if you're out of formation, put your hand up. Hopefully they'll send you around for another lap and you can get into formation. I brake as late as the start of this curb here. So you come into this corner, hug the center of the corner just a little bit tight there, and then you don't really want to, as you come out on your exit, you don't really want to come out all the way here, because this is where all the rubber buildup is. So you sort of just want to be in the middle of the circuit here, in the middle of the track. Maybe you want to swing right over, but if you're defending here, I would personally stick to the middle if you got a car behind you, because they can oddly throw a move up on the inside here. But what you want to do here is, you've got no traffic behind you, swing a little bit right over here, not all the way to the curb because that's just a little bit too far, and then obviously just come off the throttle through here. You're not braking through these corners either, by the way. Come through here, just a cart through the corner here, and then you're probably out here on your exit here, and you want to just absolutely floor it coming off of this corner. And then this final turn here before the main straight is just foot to the floor coming out of the final corner. That is a lap of Ipswich Kart Club, and that is essentially the track walk for the morning. So being Friday, as per usual, just like last week at Lismore, it is practice today, and then we got qualifying late in the afternoon, probably around 4 o'clock or something. But yeah, the first 3 practice sessions today with a lunch break in between, which is nice because you got to eat, got to drink, got to restore your energies, and then qualifying come the end of the day, which should be nice. We're throwing some new rubber, and we're just going to run old tires because our tires from Lismore, from States, are surprisingly not that chewed up as what we all had pre-calculated. So yeah.
Just appearance and Dr. Power. You know where we're at. Check us out, Power Polly. Hey, it's good. I'm going to do tires, carbon tip. Tires and carbon
Okay, so qualifying, we ended up P7 out of 20 or 19 karts. So car didn't feel too bad. The steering was really nice, but now the kart was just really hoppy and bouncy everywhere. Felt really, probably one of the best new tyre runs that I've had in a while. And the track was really hot and it got really grippy really fast today. But yeah, the car felt pretty good. I'm gonna make some changes before I head home tonight, and then we'll go again tomorrow for heat races at 10 o'clock. Okay. Even better. Right, so here we are, day 2. This is where all the heats pretty much kick off. Well, all the heats happen today, actually. So we got heats 1, 2, 3 to do today, and then we leave all the finals to do tomorrow. Bro, you were breathing down my neck. I could feel you.
I went for a turn one, bro.
I could feel you coming. That was a pretty big, massive, full-on day. Yeah, full-on final heat. So that's all of our heat races done today, and then tomorrow, Sunday, is literally just a 15-lap final. Yep, so we got 15-lap final to do tomorrow. Pretty wild heat 3. Kart felt probably the best it's ever felt all weekend, with so many changes done to it. Good hard racing in that third heat, with an unfortunate rollover from the 55, another fellow Tony car driver, which is sad to see. It'd be really, really scary, but driver's okay. He's got just slight bruising, and yeah, he's all right. Went to go check on him, and he's cool. So safe to say that guy's fine again. But yeah, just starting to lost a lot of time in that race. Although we moved forward and being comfortable with the setup, it's just running a bit slow. Lap time wise, so I don't know if it was the track or what, but when you got two big events happening this weekend, it gets really, really tricky, because we've got Rotax National Cup happening now at nighttime. Lights are on here at the track, which is awesome. And then we got our daytime racing, which ends tomorrow midday as well. And we are effectively the last class to be out there, and we're basically getting the worst of the track conditions, grip-wise and heat-wise. So bring it on. Like, there's not really anything else I can throw at this go-kart that's gonna make it any faster. The engine is about 10 hours old now, which around about now starts to really rob horsepower. And I've thrown like 2 carburetor kits through it this weekend already.
Just a couple of minutes away from getting underway with our finals. First one up will be Mini-Max.
Bring on tomorrow, and let's enjoy this show for a little bit.
Just a few.
We are day 3, finals day, on a very sunny Sunday here at Ipswich Kart Club. And our final is not till 12 o'clock midday, or 12:30. And I think we're running on schedule. And we're the last of the program. We are the feature class. We are the one that everybody wants to watch at the end of the program. It's going to be fun. Well, there you have it, everybody. That was a weekend at Queensland State Cup. A very good weekend, a very pleasantly, nicely done race weekend. We actually finished P7 on track, but I think post-race we might have gained a spot to P6 with someone in front of us having a penalty, maybe. I'm not too sure. There was actually a bit of contact ahead of us in that race, which got us promoted to another position as well. So a great weekend, testing a lot of different setups through the heats. Didn't really make a lot of progress through those heats to gain some speed and make some positions and all that, but we were able to hang with the front pack at least, which was cool. Just got to work a little bit harder and drive a little bit better, and I'm sure that I'll get there. That's enough for now, guys. I will see you soon in the next video. Bye-bye.